Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm finally starting to heal up a little from my broken ribs. Not enough to do what I want to do, but I figured I'd get the skid steer in here, the old 873, and start the service on it. I bought a filter kit on eBay, which was really economical. It was 81 bucks. It had the inner and outer air filters, which have already been replaced. We had the oil filter, which is a Baldwin. It had the fuel water separator, which was a Donaldson. And let's see, and then the hydraulic filter, which I haven't got. I've got to pick the cab up, and I ain't attempting that till my ribs are a lot better. So if you got an 873 with the Deutz engine in it, it's a Baldwin B228 for the oil filter. The hydraulic filter is, and I've never heard of this brand, Sure Filters, since 1976, heavy duty. To be sure, use Sure. So that number is SFH8840, and that's the one that goes under the cab. I don't know what I did with the Donaldson box. Did I put it down in there? Nope. Oh, and that's the inner and the outer air filters is Sakura brand A-8506-S. That's the set. That's inner and outer. It actually has the numbers there for either or, and then that's the numbers they're interchangeable with. Made in Indonesia. Perfect. I was going to see if I could find that Donaldson box. I can't believe I don't have it. But, see if we can find a number on it. Yeah, it's a P551039. So, and of course, the machine has all for the 500, 700, 800 series machines, it has all your numbers here. That's the Bobcat numbers. But you could always take a picture of that and go to O'Reilly's or somewhere and cross them over to a different number. Now, I had a Wix filter on there because when I first got the machine, and there is still some junk in the tank, it had actually plugged up the screen and the fuel pump, which that's new. And there was some trash in the original filter or water separator. I took it off and I put a Wix on it. And I didn't really need it. It didn't have 5 hours on it, but I went ahead and since I had the kit, I put this one on it, marked the hours that the machine has as of right now. And there is a couple other filters that I did not get in the kit, which apparently it has a drive motor case drain filter. There's a number for that. The hydrostatic drive oil filter, which is that, and then the hydraulic operations filter, which is that, and I think that's the one I have. So I'm still needing two other filters. The case drain for the motors and the hydrostatic drive, which I'll have to look under the cab. That may be the hydrostatic drive, but I'm pretty sure it's just like the main hydraulic filter. So the other one, the case drain, it may be inside of some type of valve block or something. I don't know. I'll have to Google it and see. But I'm getting the machine all ready to go to work. I've got all the new return lines on the injectors. I don't really like that they're directly under that muffler, but I guess that's like a heat-resistant coating on there. These little clamps are great, but you can't get in there to tighten them up. I'm sure there's some kind of special tool I may get, but I don't have, and it didn't even come with enough for every connection. So I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing 5 clamps, but it is what it is. I can get them later. So far, they're not leaking. They don't have a lot of pressure. That's just your overflow, or I guess you'd say your return. That's exactly what they are. They're the return lines that go back to the fuel tank. I've got this cover I need to get put back on. I got in here and I cleaned all this junk out. Got that rubber hose off that goes to the air filter housing right there. That was a pain to get on and off. And eventually I'm going to have to replace this line. I'm assuming that's an oil cooler line. This one had already been replaced, but it's starting to, you can start to see the braid from the steel line underneath it. I say that's been replaced. I don't know, it may just be fixing to go. But neither one's leaking at the moment, so we're not going to worry about that too much. Right now I'm just waiting on all the oil to drain. It's really, really slow because it's kind of chilly. I ran it, but I mean, it's already got a couple of gallons in there. I'm not really sure what the capacity is. We'll deal with that when it's time to fill it. But I know these engines are oil cooled, so it's almost impossible to get all the oil out because a lot of it stays in that cooler. So I'm surely hoping that this thing doesn't hold 5 gallons of engine oil, because I'm basically planning on just leaving that bucket under it just like it is, so overnight, and then in the next couple of days when I get paid from a job or something and I got a little extra money, I'll go get the oil, because we all know any kind of oils and fluids are super high, and get it filled back up with oil. I took the key out so that I don't start it or nobody else does, which nobody else should even be in here. But yeah, so there's that. I've got this thing listed on the marketplace because I just ain't going to have time to mess with it. I don't know what all it's going to need. It could be a bunch of money to get it going. It could be just a couple of things, and boom, it's up. And I mean, it turns over. It's got compression, has 0 fire, which I'm assuming is because there's something, that either the clutch switch or something's not hooked up or hooked up wrong. Because when you turn the key on, you also don't have your electric fan or your fuel pump. I can command them to come on manually, which is great. I know they both work, but they need to come on with the key. And without the fuel pump coming on with the key, it's not going to let the ignition come on. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I ordered a new ECM. I don't know if that was it. I know the old one was definitely screwed up. It had water in it and it had rusted connections, all kinds of different things. But I'd love to get it running, but this is totally impractical for me. I mean, it's a 2-seater. It's got a 5-speed, a little fuel-injected 4-cylinder. This thing probably runs 70. I don't need that. This little thing actually runs just right, 30 miles an hour, a little over 30. It's perfect. I wish it was a 4-seater so I could take my kids with me, but it's not. It is what it is. I'll eventually get another one. But I've been cleaning on the shop. I haven't lately. This is all before I broke my ribs. I've got the lift over here. I may scoot it up even further. I may even move it up against the wall. The plans are eventually to put a set of casters on this thing where I can just put it against the wall when I'm not needing it. And if I've got a mower or something to work on, I can roll it out in the floor and actually use it. But it is what it is. Anyhow, guys, so that's kind of the point of this video. A few little updates. Getting this thing all pretty much 100% ready to go. I got the vinyl cab and the door to go on this, and I put them on it already. They look great, and I'm going to put them back on, but I've got to get this this metal treated. See how it's just like surface rust? They've got this stuff. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically like a white milky rust inhibitor, and you paint that on there and it basically turns it black. You don't even have to come back and paint it. So anything like this, that, I'll put it on these plates on either side, those plates down there when I get them back on, the door back here, I'll wipe it down, another cover, basically the whole cab where it's nice and original black looking. I'll probably even do these pallet forks. And then I'll put the vinyl cab on, and it'll pretty much stay on now until springtime. Because I can always take the front door off and on. It just literally slides into them hinges and has a little bungee cord that hooks on the inside of the cab. And I made a video, if you'll look back through my channel, I've got a video where I did kind of the installation on this thing, or at least I think I did. I'll have to go back and look. I may not have ever uploaded it. If I didn't, I'll check when I get done with this video and I'll upload it. But it's a really nice little cab. It fits really good and it really seals you in there. I did put some pipe insulation under here because it was just basically a 3/4 inch gap from front to rear where everything could just blow in under there and get you. And Lord knows we need to stop all the drafts. So there we go, guys. I had a flat on this tire. Well, I still have a flat. I don't know where. If it was just a real slow leak and it finally leaked out enough, it popped off the bead. I got it back on there. That was fun, especially with bad ribs. All I basically did was jacked it up and it kind of relaxed. It still wouldn't quite seal, so I sprayed it with a brake cleaner. I didn't light it and pop it on. I just basically sprayed that to lube it and get it wet and soften the rubber, and it worked perfect. I grabbed the tire and slid it on the bead and it popped right on. So we'll see if it goes back down in a few days. If it does, I'll know I got a slow leak in it somewhere. But as of now, it's good to go. So hope you all enjoyed the video, guys. If you got any questions or comments, put it in the box below, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.